Hey guys, welcome to this video. Today we are going to study about arrays. So guys, let's get started. Arrays. An array is a group of consecutive memory locations with same name and type. So in array we can store same types of value with same array name and same types of value. We can store first 10 natural number in array with same name and same type integer. Simple variable is a single memory location with a unique name. So in simple variable we can store only a single value, but an array is a collection of different adjacent memory locations. So array is a collection of memory location, means we can store many values. All these memory locations have one collective name and type. So all these values will have name and type and same name. The memory locations in array are known as elements of array. The total number of elements in array is called its length. Each element in an array is accessed with reference to its position of location in the array. This position is called index or subscript. So the position of an element is also known as its index or subscript. Each element in the array has a unique index. So every element in array will have unique index. First element index will be 0, second 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on. The index of first element is 0, index of last element is length minus 1. Length of array minus 1. The value of index is written in square brackets along with the name of array. So what advantages of using arrays? Arrays can store a large number of values with single name. Array can be used to store large number of value with single name. Arrays are used to process many values easily and quickly. The values stored in an array can be sorted easily. We can sort elements of array easily. Sorting in ascending or descending order. A search process can be applied on array easily. Declaring one-dimensional array. A type of array in which all elements are arranged in form of a list is known as one-dimensional array. It is also called single-dimensional array or linear list. It consists of one column or one row. The process of specifying array name, length and type is called array declaration. How we can declare an array? Data type, array name, identifier array name and length of array. In this way we can declare array. Like this, we have declared an array of marks and its length is 5. Data type, identifier array name and then this in square brackets array length. So this is called array declaration. In this way we can declare an array. Int, then marks is the array name and this in square bracket 5 is the length of array. So this array can store 5 integer values. The above example declare an integer array marks of 5 elements. It allocates 5 consecutive locations in the memory. So memory locations are consecutive, adjacent in array, like this. So this is our first 0 index, first index, second index, third index, and fourth index, and the name of array is marks, and here our value will be stored values. So we can store 5 values in these consecutive memory locations. Array initialization. The process of assigning a value to array element at the time of array declaration is called array initialization. The initialization process provides a list of initial values for array elements. The values are separated by commas and enclosed in braces. So values will be separated by comma and enclosed in braces. There must be at least one initial value between braces. A syntax error occurs if the value in the braces are more than the length of array. If the number of initial values is less than the array size, the remaining elements are initialized to 0. So if the array length is 10 and we give only 5 values, then the remaining array elements are initialized to 0. And if we provide more value than the length of the array, then it will be a syntax error. So in this way we can initialize our array. Int array name and length equal sign assignment operator. Then in curly braces values separated by comma. So we can write here 5 values: 70, 54, 82, 96, 49. So this is known as array initialization. We have initialized our array. So these 5 values are stored in our array. See, marks array 70, 54, 82, 96 and 49. What if we only write here 70 and closing braces, put closing braces here? Then the remaining value 70 will be here and remaining indexes will be filled with 0 value. And what if we provide more value than the size of this array, as the size of this array is 5, and we provide 10 values here? Then this will be a syntax error. The compiler will give us a syntax error. So in this way we can initialize our array. Array size can be omitted when it is initialized in declaration as follow. So we can omit the array size in initialization. See, here we have not written the size of array. We can omit when we are initializing it, but we have to give the size at the time of declaration. So the size of array in the above example is 9, because there are 9 elements, so its size will be 9. Accessing individual elements of array. How we can access each element of array? Each individual element of array is accessed by specifying the full name of array, index of element. So how we can access an array element? We write the array name and then the index where we want to access the value. For example, if we want to, here we have declared an integer array of 5, length 5, and here we are assigning a value to each individual index. So index 0 contain 20, index 1 contain 50. So the above example declare an array of marks of type int with 5 elements. So its size is 5, means the index of array always starts from 0. 5 size, so its index will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 element, because 0 is, if we include 0 then it till 4 it becomes 5, so 5 elements are stored. So the index of array always starts from 0. So guys, this is it for this video. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe Programming Languages. Goodbye.